right, folks, you know it's Saturday, and me and Coach Henry here with this week's topic. But let me say this real quick before we get into it. Coach Henry was my position coach back in college. We used to call him Coach Bang because he was a cool coach, but he would cuss you out in a hot second. But we always stayed in touch, talking sports on a weekly basis. Now he's retired and he has MS. So this is one of the reasons I want to bring him on to keep his mind active. Now, I'm only mentioning this because some people in the comments said, why don't I let the coach talk? The truth is, sometimes his brain freezes up due to MS, okay? We have always had these sports conversations and we want to keep them going because it's good for his mind. Sometimes we break down X's and O's, discuss social issues in sports, analyze the sports media, and other times we just have fun. So this week we're going to talk about whether a woman can coach men. Then I'm going to give my opinion why I don't think men should be coaching women. Let's get into it. The Eagles also had the first black woman coach in the NFL.
Yeah, I know.
I think her name is Autumn Lockwood. Now, I wonder how long she's been coaching.
She's been coaching since 2023.
For the Eagles?
Yep. For the Eagles. She was other places, not coaching, but she was other being sports, what do you call it? But she worked their bodies out and stuff like that.
Oh, a trainer, like a physical trainer?
And she was she was a trainer and stuff for a lot of the teams before. And that's what she did with them, with Philadelphia. She didn't coach any specific position. She just trained them to be healthier. So that was a good
so
thing.
She was one of those coaches, like a strength coach or something like that, a stretch coach.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
you were a coach. Let me ask you a couple questions. Do you think women can coach men like that in the pro level?
It depends on how technique-wise they are. If they have the techniques down and they understand the background of football, that's a possibility.
Now, what about leadership? You think a woman can lead? Now, because a lot of the players, because we always talk about single moms, a lot of the players, you would think it wouldn't be a problem because a lot of them was raised in a household led by women, grew up in single homes and stuff. So they shouldn't have a problem. Like you said, as long as she has knowledge of the game.
Yeah, got to have that knowledge, and that makes a man think differently about you versus, oh, this is a cute woman, I can need to talk to her. No, you need to listen to her. It's a difference.
I know, because what's the name was a coach for the Spurs. I can't think of Hammond. Her name was Hammond. So she was an assistant coach for the Spurs, and it worked out. But now she's coaching in the WNBA, and I believe she won a championship. Now, I believe it could happen. It just depends on the level of respect that they would have for the woman, because it's no different from men. There are a lot of men that's coaching that players don't respect. You know what I mean?
No, I know. Yeah, they got to have that respect.
Now, what about this? I don't agree with this. I've never liked to watch men coach women. And the reason why I've never liked that, like the UConn coach, and I'm not saying the best person shouldn't have the job, because in sports, it's really not about the best person. It's real. A lot of times it just come down to whoever hiring and who they like. And let's be real. Most of the people making those hiring decisions are men, athletic directors, school presidents, the people at the top. They hire people they can relate to. And since most of them are white men, guess who keep getting the jobs? Other white men. It wasn't like that before Title IX. Women teams were mostly coached by women. But once the money and the prestige got involved, men started taking over those jobs. Now, we got a system where over half of the women teams are led by men. Sometimes even more, depending on the sport. And it's not because there's a lack of qualified women. There are plenty of former female athletes who could be coaching, but they're getting pushed out before they even get a chance. Why? Because men are the ones making the calls. Once coaching became profitable, men moved in and women got boxed out. But there's a lot of men coaching women's basketball, women's volleyball in college. And I've never liked that. Not because I don't think they can do the job. I just feel like they take an opportunity away from a lot of women.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But you know what? They learn the techniques, how to coach, you know, that specific field, volleyball or soccer. Because even when you got like softball, men coach softball, but
Right,
normally we never coach no softball, but they do because they have specialties. They know how to teach them how to catch the ball, how to hit the ball, how to do different things, and that's what you got to have that background. If you have that background, you're gonna be all right. And I
right.
understand you don't think that may be fair or whatever, but it's not really that that's fair. It's what he knows. If he knows the game, then that's cool. You can be able to coach it,
Oh yeah, I understand
and
that.
that's how I feel.
Yeah, I understand that. But one
Yeah,
of the reasons why I was saying that is because, well, maybe now they'll give women opportunity because I was just saying they don't give the woman the opportunity. Because I'm gonna tell you a woman I thought who could have coached men, and rest in peace, she's not here. She used to coach Tennessee because she had one of those strong faces. You know, them faces that you don't want to
yes, he did.
disrespect. Was I can't
Yeah,
think
I
of
know
her
who you're
name,
talking
but
about.
she was the coach at Tennessee forever, man. I'll get her name. I'll put her name on the
Yeah.
screen afterwards. But I always felt like that was one woman that could coach some men.
Oh yeah, she could, cause she had that look. You know,
Like,
she
don't
didn't have
play
the look
with
like
me.
I'm sexy. No, you don't mess with me, and that's
Right,
a matter of respect. You got to have that respect. And you're gonna try to
right,
deal with some men.
right.
They want that.
Especially I think in the pros, you know what's funny is I think it could happen in the pros more so in college because when you're dealing with a lot of college athletes, they still come, especially when they're freshmen, they're still coming with all that drama from home and everything. And a coach, you have to be a counselor, you have to be a man, you got to raise men. But in the pros,
Yeah,
she can coach in the pros because these are professionals. They're going to come and do their job where
exactly.
they're supposed to come and do their job regardless.
Right. And that is more of a respect thing as far as that issue goes. But when you're dealing with college players, that's not a respect. It's a learning process
Right.
because they still trying to play games and stuff.
Yeah,
Trying to
man.
get
Because
over on the coach.
when you're a college coach, man, you got to be the psychiatrist, you got to be the sociologist, you got to be the father. You got to be the big brother. I mean, because when I was in college, man, and you coached in college, so you got to deal with a lot of off the field stuff with them college guys.
Exactly. Too much.
And that's it for this video, folks. And let me say this. I know a lot of professional athletes nowadays act immature, but I'm speaking on what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to be professional and just do their job regardless who the coach is. Okay? So, anyway, that's it for this video. Until the next one, peace.